this is second day of 50 projects JavaScript project. So this is second project of the series. But in this one, we will see how we can, use the progress bar from one point to another. And then, you have seen this on multi-step forms and anywhere like a payment plan where you can see that step 1, step 2, step 3. So here you can see that now this one is at 0, at 1, and the previous button is disabled. So it's grayed out with the hover effect of not allowed. And then next is highlighted, which means it can go next, and now previous is highlighted because it's one step ahead. So let's see how we can achieve this. Let's go to the JavaScript straight into the folder, into the project. So I have added here CDN as well, font awesome. So just add it to your HTML file if you want to add it. Otherwise, I'm gonna link these codes to you and you can use them straight away. You don't need to spend time on HTML because it's JavaScript learning thing. So then there is a one whole container having a container class, and then there is another container with progress container, and then there is an ID of progress, and this ID will be adding up to the next one or the active one. So these are the buttons, previous and next, and we'll see how we can disable or enable them. So here we just put them by default previous disable, but when it's enabled, that will be removed. So here are the stylings, bit of styling, the color and the background and all the fonts. So you can download them, or you can pause the video and do them by yourself. I'll go step by step if you don't want to download them. So here we go. That's pretty much everything. So now let's straight jump into the script folder. So I assume that you got the basic knowledge of HTML and JavaScript, HTML and CSS, and this is purely JavaScript. So that's why I'm jumping straight into the JavaScript. So first of all, we need to create const progress equal document dot get element by ID, and that one was progress const next document dot get element by ID, and that one is next because that's the button, and you can see that that's ID previous and next on the buttons. Const previous equal document dot get element by ID, and the ID will be prev. Then const circles document dot here we're going to use query selector all, and that will loop through the circles. So that's gonna be in the comma. So first thing first, let current active set to 1. So whatever it is active, that will be 1 current active. And then we need to add event listener on the next buttons and previous button. Next dot add event listener. Event listener will be click, and then that will be a function. As soon you click that, it will be current active plus plus. So current active is 1, so when you click it, it will plus plus, that's coming from different. Let me open this one with live server. So as soon you click this will add next dot add event listener, click current active plus plus. Okay, now we need to say if current active is circles dot length, then current active equal circles dot length. So what it will do, it will stop the current active. Why is not doing it? Let's do console log current active. So see, that one is going to basically, if that wasn't there, and then if you keep clicking it, it keep going on and on and on. But once we stop it, if current active is greater than circle dot length, and then it will be current active equals circle dot length. So now if you click it, it's just stopping there. So it means it's working fine. And then we need a function called update, which we're going to create at the later stage. But for now, let's repeat the same steps on the previous one. So next dot add event listener, do the previous click. So click, then again it will be a function. Save it. So current active minus minus. So once we'll click the previous, next we have done. So once we click the previous, so the current active will go minus minus. So let's see, inspect that console. No, there is an error because it's not, it's actually by default is disabled. So now let's add the if else statement. So current active is less than 1, then set current active to 1 by default, which is this one. So let's see if there is any anonymous function, because of this function is giving us an error. Console. So that error is gone now, but we need it back anyway. So once that's done, we need to run that function again here. Same. So now we have set the click next and the previous. So now let's create the function, which is update. So that will be circles dot for each circle and index idx, or you can type index. So that will be circle dot class list dot add active. So as soon that will be update. So as soon as you click the next, it will add, for each time you click it, each circle will be added a class of active. So let's see if it's working. That's a console. Go on the right. So let me do a bit more. So this one will be, in fact, if index is less than current active, then add this function. Else circles dot class list dot remove active. Yeah, that makes sense now. So now let's see, const active equal document dot query selector all, and that will be active. So now we are talking about progress dot style dot width equal active dot length. In fact, we don't need that. So that will be plural actives dot length divided by circle dot length. So this one divided by 100, multiplied by 100, and then there will be plus percentage. Oh, sorry, percent. Why is not working? If index update. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's working now, but this one is not being disabled. So it's being added, but it's not being disabled. And also this length is not highlighted. This one should be highlighted as well. So let's see why it's not working. So they should be in brackets and that should be in bracket. Let's see if it's coming. No, it's not coming along. So this one basically query selector all progress dot style dot width equal actives dot length -1, and this one as well -1. It's not pushing the line, so circle dot remove active. Okay, let me do this one. So if current active equal 1, previous dot disabled equal true. So if the current active is 1, which is here, so keep this one previous true, and else if current active equals circles dot length, then what you need to do next dot disabled equal true. So what we are saying is, if the active is at 1, keep this one disabled. So if it's gone to the full length, then keep the next disabled. So you can see that once we click it, it's going to the next, going to be disabled, but this one is not yet enabled. So what we need to do is now add else previous dot disabled equal false, and then next dot disabled equal false. So now this one is highlighted, this one will disable. So that's working fine. So we now need to see the progress bar, why it's not coming along. Let's see, go from top, add event listener click, that one. Okay, current active plus plus, if current active is greater than circles dot length, current active equals circle dot length. Sometimes it's a spelling error, we just need to figure out where we have done things wrong. Okay, that's okay. Update. So now next is okay, previous dot add event listener click, that's fine. Current active minus minus, if current active less than 1, then current active equal 1, and then run a update function. Let's save it. That's good so far. And then now there is nothing wrong with it, and we just need function update, circle for each circle and index. So if index is less than current active, circle dot class list dot add active, that's fine. Else circle dot class list remove active, that's fine. Const actives equal document dot query selector all equal the one there active, that's fine. So progress dot style dot width, so we are just trying to increase the width here, because in the CSS, let me save that, I can show you, the width is basically is 0% the progress. So all we're trying to achieve it to increase it, so it will grow from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, which is not doing at the moment. So go to JavaScript, that's fine. So progress dot style dot width, current actives dot length minus 1, and over circles dot length, okay, that's the spelling error, minus 1 times 100, that's the average thing. Save it, and now you will see it's progressing. So sometimes little typo error can, make you crazy. but that's fine. So now let me explain you this one. So active.length, why we have put that to -1. So if we are not having that, let's see what it will do. It will go past first and then go past third and fourth. So to keep that to the limit, we put that -1. So now that's increasing 33, 66 and 100. So that's a percentage we get there. So that's your second project for JavaScript. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in the day 3 project. Thanks. Happy coding.